This week on the Roommates podcast.
It does go back to saying, I can't be her everything, because if I'm her everything, I'm going to disappoint her. I'm going to let her down because if she's my everything, she's going to let me down, because we all are human and we all do things to disappoint one another. God is our everything. God is our source. God is our resource. And when we know that and we put that in the proper context, then it's cool. Hey, great. But for me, so often in dating, it was about clarity. It was about communication. And it was also about just checking myself.
Yo, what's good, America? It's your boy, Hafiz.
Chris to start the show, baby.
I said America again.
Yes, you did.
It's
It's
supposed to
United
be world.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, not
the
United.
States.
United States.
North
It's
America.
not supposed to be America. It's supposed to be United States.
Shout out London.
Shout out to Japan. And welcome to the Roommates, a worldwide community of people united on the values of becoming, holistic health, kindness, togetherness, and a thirst for knowledge. Also,
Known as the best hour of your week.
where you are entertained like a stand-up
Educated like a TED Talk.
and enlightened like a...
Sermon.
Yo. We are here, guys. Remember, the podcast is available on YouTube. That is youtube.com. Hold on one second. Hit the...
I'm going to hit the wood. Hit the whoop.
Sorry, guys. The podcast is available on youtube.com. That is youtube.com/The Roommates. Available at Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Audio is available. Also that Monday, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. And
go.
Christopher Jordan Bilo. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. Highly favored.
Spiritual yummies.
We're going to start off. That's how we starting off the week, man. But I'm
Guy.
good, bro. What about yourself?
I'm good too,
You got
man.
the blue on? You looking good?
Thank you. You're looking good too.
I always look good. Come on, man. What's going on around here?
So, I don't even think we need an intro for this guy.
Nah. If you don't know who he is by now, that's on you. That's your fault.
Guys, this is the person that I modeled my life after. The blueprint for the great, godly, amazing man. Please welcome back to the show, the one and the only Devon Franklin.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
Glad to be back.
Man.
Good to be a roommate again.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Man, Devon, I just wanted to just thank you so much for that last episode that you came on.
We just want to thank you.
I'm sorry.
See, y'all always get this I thing. Like, I'm not sitting
There's
right
no
here.
I in we.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no I
it's
in
hard
team.
being B.
Come on now.
It's really hard being B.
Oh my God, get out of here. Get out of here. But no, I just think a lot of people have been so impacted by your message, just the impact it has on the ecosystem, the environment, the culture, especially a man with such of your character and your status has really, really blessed so many people. And I just want to just commend you just for all that work and just
Thank you.
all that you've done for
Thank
us.
you. Listen, I'm just trying to speak my truth and help as many as I can along the way. And, I feel like when you learn, it's important just to teach. So I don't know it all. I'm still figuring it out, but definitely like to share what I know at the point in which I figure it out.
Awesome. And then also you have your book that you previously released called The Hollywood Commandments.
Yes.
Success Commandments come out.
Yeah.
So for the people who haven't heard about that book, can you explain that book to the people?
Yeah, man. The hardcover was called The Hollywood Commandments: A Spiritual Guide to Secular Success, and the paperback is now called The Success Commandments, because some people, when they would see the word Hollywood, they would think it's only for people in entertainment. But the reality is that it's not. And so I wanted to change it to the Success Commandments, because I believe that these 10 rules can help anyone become more successful in their life and their careers. And so these 10 laws, so to speak, are the laws that I've learned working in Hollywood for 20 years about what it takes to be successful. And I believe that when anyone applies them, man, you get ready. I mean, the testimonies already from people who have read the book, their careers have gone to another level, because I believe that these things actually work. And so this book, Success Commandments, really is a manual for success. Now, here's how you do it in pretty much 10 easy steps.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you bought me that book?
I do.
So funny story, Devon.
I remember a lot of things.
Yeah, I want to hear the story.
So one day, Chris came up to me
Hey.
and he said, "Hey, man, I got a huge gift for you that you're going to love so much." And me, when you tell me huge gift.
Yeah, you thinking like a Rolex or, some J's or something.
Devon, you know that right now. We not in your lifestyle, bro. We don't have Rolexes. We ain't got Gucci.
On the way, though. You're on the way.
Whoa.
You're on the way, man.
We toned it down. We toned it down, man. We still in the Macy's section, you know what I mean?
Marshall. An Apple Watch.
Maybe Apple
Watch. Okay?
Yeah.
Swatch watch. There we go. Swatch watch. I forget where I am.
But yeah, so I was excited. I was like, man, a gift. You never got me a gift before, so I was excited.
Dang, what's up with you?
No,
You said it. I feel like I was the shy. You ain't never got me a gift before.
No, not like that.
I ain't give you nothing else, man.
But and then so I was excited. He said, "Yo, come by the apartment, come pick it up." I come by the apartment. He said, "Close your eyes." And I'm like, I can't wait for this gift. And I remember
he's like, and you're like, it's a book.
He said, it's a book. I was like, oh, where's the gift? He's like, no, the book is a gift.
The book is a gift.
but I mean, after reading it, super blessing. I think there's so many practical things that
Thank you.
Has helped us so much that we've applied to our show, which allowed our show to grow so much.
Wow.
A lot of people have always hitting us up. They're like, how are you guys able to grow so much through all these years? How are you guys able to get the guests and, to be able to have these conversations and then to do what you did in this magnitude in such a short period of time. And like one of the biggest, like I said, you're my mentor from afar is the messages that you've shared with us. And I just really want to thank you for it.
Of course. No, I mean, thank you all. I mean, it's amazing to see it in action.
Yeah.
That literally we're witnessing it in action. But I just believe it. I mean, so many of the commandments that I wrote are because they were taught to me, by the people that I, working in the entertainment business and people like Will Smith and, yes.
Can't just throw that name out there.
Amy Pascal, who used to be chairman of Sony, and Anxieties, Elizabeth Cantil, and all these great people that I've been fortunate enough to learn from. And so I put everything that I know about success, in this book. And it's amazing to see you all, apply it. And it's also incredible when people, I've been doing so many book signings for The Truth About Men, but at those book signings, people are bringing up, the Hollywood Commandments, and they're like, yo, this book is amazing. Thank you so much. And so it's really gratifying because you never know how anything you write is going to reach people. So the idea that these books, plural, are touching people, man, it just makes me feel great.
Awesome. For sure, man, for sure.
So, Chris, you weren't here for the last one, and I know it really broke your heart, and there's a lot that you wanted.
Right, Chris missed out.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
I did miss out. It was sad, but
I'm glad we were able to bring you back.
I appreciate that. Thank you for allowing me to come back to my show.
That's right, exactly.
Out here,
me and Hafiz, we were gonna do our thing.
Yeah.
We say, all right, let Chris in on this one.
I started this guy. So how should I start this? One of my biggest fears, biggest anxieties, and I feel like as a man, the biggest decision that you make is who you're gonna marry. So the more we continue to know ourselves, grow with the podcast, it's the biggest concern, because I'm just like, how can I still get successful, follow my career, follow God, and do all these things, and also find, attractive woman. That's very important. And check, sometimes you gotta let the dog bark. We gonna get that.
Oh my God.
I'm just playing. Okay.
Man, you gotta read the book again.
I'm messing with y'all.
It didn't take.
I'm messing with y'all. We'll edit that part out. No, but attractive woman, a God-fearing woman, a high character, high value woman, and then something that can be a partner along your success. And it's really just, I just don't see how you can find that, in today's society. Like, it's just so hard, because I hear that's the greatest decision that you're going to make. And, divorce is high, and all the people that are around me, don't get married, you don't want to get married, do this, do that. And it's just really, like, tough, because I'm just like, how am I going to do that? How can I find, a godly woman and really have success in marriage, So my question to you is just, one, how did you operate, like, dating wise? And I know I heard, like, I read the book, heard some of the podcasts, and it's really hard for me dating, because I feel like when women know a good man, they'll put, like, a lot of pressure on you. And you end up, like, if you want to back out or you want to move on or whatever, you end up hurting them. unintentionally. So how do you date properly? And then like, what are some of the signs that you saw in your wife that you thought, okay, that's how I know is the one?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing to conquer in dating is fear. Because, you know, a lot of times you're truly afraid of that commitment because there's so many things that come with it, especially as a man. You know, a lot of times you're like, okay, I kind of want this, but I'm really kind of scared of it. So then we can kind of find so many different reasons why not to do it, or like, oh, she's not this, she's not that. And so you end up, you know, discarding sometimes, you know, some great choices because of that fear factor. So the biggest thing is just to be honest about whatever it is you're afraid of relative to commitment.
Okay.
And be in touch with that and not be in denial about that. That's really important. The second thing is, you know, to be enough in touch with God to have a sense of the right fit. Because sometimes you have a list of here's what I want, but you can't marry a list. You can't date a list. You have to date a person. And if you have all these ideas and she's got to be this, 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 and this, you could sometimes miss her because you're looking for something that's perfect and that doesn't exist. The other thing is that there is no right time per se.
Okay.
You know, it can all be relative to when you're ready. I wasn't looking to get married at all. It just happened. It was, you know, it was God's time. It wasn't my time. And I had to find myself embracing it, just saying, okay, all right, God, it's not my decision in that way. I have to be open to what you're saying is I'm ready for. And that's been great. You know what I mean? It's scary, but it's great because you just give yourself over to it. The other thing you mentioned, you know, in terms of dating, in terms of being intentional, don't allow someone's pressure to be your pressure. You know, if you fundamentally feel that you're not ready for something, it's okay to say, hey, I'm not ready right now, but also know why you're not ready. You know, is it actually the person or is it you? And I think that's a really important distinction. And be honest about with the women you're dating. Hey, listen, right now, here's where I am. I'm in this period of time. Here's what's going on with me. I want you to know, you know, so that if you're cool with us hanging out underneath these parameters, great. Or you know what? Hey, I am kind of looking for a wife. I am kind of open to that. Let's see where this goes. You know, you can set the table for what you want as long as you're being honest and you have intention in it and you're facing your fears. Because so often I find, especially as single, when I was single, the biggest thing was fear, that I was afraid to commit. I was afraid that, oh, you know, what's it going to do to my career? And what's it going to do to my lifestyle? Is it going to make me less than instead of more? And the more that I bought into those things, the harder it was for me to make the decision. Now, it was a blessing that when Megan came around, you know, her and I just instantly hit it off. And, you know, I didn't want to date an actress at all. I had no desire for that. Because being in the business, I really didn't want someone in the business that way. But, you know, again, it goes back to the person, not the list. And so once her and I started hanging out, it was like, oh, wow, this is what God is doing. Oh, my goodness. You know, I was like, oh, wow, this is scary. But it was thrilling at the same time. And so I think part of it is acknowledging that tension and just being open. Being open. You know, so often when you're trying to control everything, you miss out on everything. Because so much of the best things that God has planned for us are not in our control. And especially when it comes to love, you know, a lot of times we if we was up to us, man, we be 80 and then, okay, now I'm ready. Settle down at 80 years old. Finally, I've done everything I want to do. But it doesn't work that way. Yeah. And, you know, love can take us to the next level if we allow it. But I think the biggest thing, and I talk about this in The Truth About Men, you know, put mastery in dating. And that means lead with intention. You know, really be honest. Don't keep women in a gray area. You know, don't just manipulate them for your pleasure. Because at the end of the day, you want to go into marriage knowing that you've done right. But even though if situations still may end and they may end in pain, you can look back and say, you know, well, I had integrity there. We were honest. I was upfront and things just didn't work out. That's okay. That happens. But when you've manipulated as a single man, or you've kind of blurred the lines between truth and fact and fiction, and you know it, and she paid the price for that. That's something I think as a single man, put more integrity into it. And don't be afraid to see what's the right fit. You know, don't think that, oh, because I'm dating you, I have to get married. That may not be the case. You know, hey, I would love to get to know you. You know, I'm trying to see what the right fit is, and I'm going on a journey. And it's okay to be honest about those things, transparent and upfront, so that you can explore and experience. Because if you try to rush it in terms of the opposite, if you rush, oh, I'm dating this person and this is the one, she may not be. And you got to sometimes give these things time.
Gotcha.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is Hafiz, and hey, you just watched a short sample of our latest episode via Patreon. Go ahead and go to our Patreon page to check out the full episode. That's www.patreon.com/roommates. And guys, we got so much dope content on Patreon, including the rest of this episode, as well as bonus content from us and access to our worldwide community. That's www.patreon.com/roommates. Link is in the description below. Look forward to seeing you guys there.